Hi, I'm Morgan. This is my blog or vlog one for Florence, Italy. We're going to be here from June 2nd through July 7th studying Italian 3 and 4 with Texas State University. I'm just going to kind of first of all start talking about my travel days and the things that we've done on our first day here to kind of get acclimated and get in the groove of what's going to be going on while we are here, because it was definitely a bit of a shock. This is my first time out of the country. Definitely my first time on that long of a flight, but I am super excited. What I'm looking forward to most out of this trip, and what I want to get out of this trip, is really just the experience of immersing myself in a culture. This is not like a week-long trip or even 2 weeks, this is 5 weeks, so if you're kind of struggling with stuff, you really gotta figure out what's going on and get involved and actually talk to the people, because when we have to go to the grocery store, we have to kind of live like a Florentine. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited. I'm a communications major, so I'm just excited to be able to communicate with people that are outside my normal realm, outside of my comfort zone, and just really getting to be in the moment. Obviously, I'm very excited too to experience different cuisine, experience different landscapes, and just really be in it. And just like everyone else, I'm sure, I hope I do a lot of growing as this before I enter the real world. These are my couple of last classes before I graduate college, so I'm really hoping that this will kind of prepare me and make me a better worker, make me more understanding that it is a global world and that I don't have to just be in my little American bubble, that I can look outside of that and experience different things outside. Getting into my travel, how I got here, I flew from Houston to Amsterdam and then Amsterdam to Florence. So my Houston to Amsterdam flight was really cool because I flew KLM, which is Royal Dutch Airlines, so I kind of already got a little bit experience of culture because most of the people in my flight were kind of going home and most of my flight attendants were Dutch. They had an accent. Everything on the plane first spoke in Dutch and then in English, so that was kind of a good warm-up. So once I got to Amsterdam, I got to kind of hang out. I bought some Dutch cookies. They were really good, and kind of just prepare myself for getting off the next plane, the fact that I would be here. So on my next flight, I flew KLM again, which I really love that airline. I don't know why that's important, but I love it. I loved all the Dutch treats. I really wish I could have stayed in the Netherlands longer, but my next flight to Florence, I actually sat next to a girl from California, and she is studying in Florence as well for study abroad, but she is, like I said, different school, so we kind of just got to sit there and talk and kind of get the jitters out, get our nerves out together as two strangers who are probably never going to see each other again. So we kind of just got to say, like, are you nervous about this? Are you nervous about this? So that was cool, really good experience, kind of definitely settled me down. So the next flight, we got off, and I could definitely tell that I felt like I was in heaven. So at the airport in Florence, you could definitely, it was very hilly, and you saw immediately, even coming down from the plane, you immediately saw the cream-colored buildings with the terracotta roofs. It's what you picture Italy to be like if you've never been to Italy. So that was amazing. I got out of the car feeling like a new person. I felt like, wow, this is happening, and just really ready to get the experience going. So the first thing I had to do was get a cab by myself, which ended up being a really good experience. I talked to my cab driver, he was super nice. Yeah, there's gonna be some clips later actually of like my ride with him and different things that I got to see. I really enjoyed that because it was just kind of like I got an overview before I got an overview from my professor and from my Kappa professors. So I kind of got to take it all in on my own and then see what everyone else had to think about it later on. So from the taxi, I arrived at Kappa. I was the only student there at that moment. They were out walking around or getting food, so I met with Valentina. She was super sweet, definitely helped me feel very at home, very welcome. I got my welcome packet, and then she just kind of sent me off to do my own thing. So here I was, first day, first hour that I'm in this country, and she's like, yeah, go get some food, go explore, do what you want. And I was like, okay. So the first thing I did, I was very hungry, so I walked to the Duomo and I immediately got a piece of pizza. So good. Loved every second of it, and I just kind of sat in the chair eating my pizza alone, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm here, this is happening, this is really my life for 5 weeks. So that was amazing, and I just got to look around and see what everyone else was doing, and I obviously followed suit with how they ordered and used what little Italian I know to be like, pardon, and excuse me, and get what I mean. That was really awesome, just getting to walk around by myself and take it all in and kind of just like breathe, like how exciting is this? But I got back to Kappa and I saw a bunch of my classmates. They kind of just all trickled in at different times, and we got to sit there and talk and like, oh my God, we're actually doing this. And it was very exciting. We got to bond a little bit just because, you know, you don't know who you're gonna be living with. So once we found that out, I'm living with some girls, Jordan, Camille, Maddie, and Christina. We have a group message. So far it's going great. We love our apartment. So from there we took a taxi to the apartment and kind of got adjusted. So we got to walk around our apartment. There'll be some clips later of my room and everything. I'm rooming with Camille. It was a lot better, or not better, bigger than I expected. I was not expecting to be this privileged and live in this nice of a place. So I'm super thankful for that. And it's been awesome. I talked to some of the neighbors. I actually was out looking on the terrace and a woman that was above was waving and grazie and buongiorno, good morning, and all kinds of stuff. So it was really cool just to see how friendly the neighbors actually are. So once we got kind of settled in, we went to the grocery store. We got some water, extra toilet paper, just some necessities. And then we got some food. We got some wine. The wine was amazing. The cuisine was amazing. And then we just kind of came back to the apartment to relax and hang out and get ready for our orientation day. We also got to walk around on our way to dinner. We stopped on the bridge at the Arno and just kind of looked around and took that in, and it was kind of crazy to think that we don't have to see the sights and just look at them real quickly and hopefully memorize them, that we're going to be seeing these every day for 4 weeks, that we get to make these walks every day and see these sights. Even our walk to school is beautiful alone, just the history that we're surrounded by and getting to see everything. And our apartment is actually right next to the Medici Tower. So this morning when we woke up, it was all lit up and we got to look at it and just be like, wow. So, and then we actually start school tomorrow. So we're going to our big orientation dinner later and gonna kind of get to see how the people that work at Kappa and that are helping us live, and how Professor Essa lives while she's in Italy and what they like. So it's gonna be kind of cool. That way we can just kind of bounce off some of their ideas and see how this really all works.
Very original, yes.